When you're far away from home, holidays can take on even greater meaning, greater poignancy. I had arrived in Vietnam in November of 1968, just a few days before Thanksgiving. So I'm staying there in the Excelsior Hotel, and Saigon is under curfew still from the Tet Offensive, which had been so devastating. Everything would close up. And here I was all alone, Thanksgiving Day, and nowhere to have Thanksgiving dinner or anyone to have it with. There was across from our hotel something called the USO, an organization that provides things for military personnel, for those who are deployed, and such as Thanksgiving dinner. So I found out about this and thought, wow, at least I can have a turkey dinner. I run across the street, it's about 7 p.m., and I come in the door and it's empty. And in fact, all the food is being put away. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm too late, I'm here. And they kind of took pity on me, and they brought some of the food back out. It was turkey loaf and some dressing and some watery gravy, and putting it on a paper plate. And I go over and sit down. I'm all alone. It's, fluorescent lights, and I'm sitting there having the turkey and dressing and some lumpy mashed potatoes and this, I said, watery gravy over it. And I looked up, and across from me was a packet taped to the wall, which said Iowa on it. And it was next to a number of others. And what they were packets that contained letters written by individuals in those states just to soldiers or to those who are deployed, as I was, with the military. So I go over and I pick a few out, and I'm sitting at the table and I'm reading these incredibly sweet letters written by school children in Iowa, and about reminding me about how they were celebrating and how much they supported us and how grateful they were for what we were doing. And suddenly, in this setting, all alone, those letters just filled me with a wonderful feeling of being connected back home to my state. I remembered those feelings a few years later in Duc Ton, where I'm the senior advisor. And we had Thanksgiving, and the U.S. military makes available, and we were able to get turkeys and other much more delicious food. And we invited other personnel. We invited the pilots who come to support us to come and join us. They have a big table. We're all there together. Here's this unique American holiday. And we were feeling very good about our country and what we were doing together and the camaraderie. And then the radio cracks, and it's a report from our mobile advisory team deployed out in a outpost, remote part of our district. They don't have any turkey. They don't have anything. So I knew we were about to fly our nighttime reconnaissance mission, going out looking for the Viet Cong. Have to do that even on holidays. And I got turkey and dressing and gravy and cranberry and all packed up, went out to get on with the pilots. And I said, before we go and do our mission, we've got to stop. And we call ahead to the MAT team base. They were coming in. They have a little small landing pad. They're in water up to their waist to come out to us. We land. They come out. They didn't know why I was there, what was going on. And I gave to them all of these special Thanksgiving foods we had packed up so they could share in that traditional Thanksgiving feast. They carried it back through the water inside. The helicopter picks up. We go off looking to do our mission. Got my radio headset on. And the MAT team calls. And their voices are cracking because they're so emotional. they're so touched by this gesture, so deeply appreciative of having brought this piece of America, this piece of our Thanksgiving, our holiday that unites all Americans, no matter what our background, together here in 12,000 miles away in this terrible war-torn situation where they're in awful circumstances, and yet there's this moment where you lift their spirits and remind all of ourselves and remind them how much we care for each other, and that I wanted them to have this Thanksgiving dinner. It's a memory with me all the rest of my life.